What is up, space pirates? This is your captain, the Dread Pirate, Dr. Disaster, and today we have to dip our toes into a pool of absolute cringe. An old video of the founder of Sweet Baby talking at a conference has resurfaced.
I'm Kim Belair. I'm a writer, I'm a narrative designer, I'm extremely nervous, and I'm the co-founder of a little narrative development company called Sweet Baby Inc.
Boo! Boo! Boo!
And once again, Sweet Baby is getting absolutely trashed by the gaming community online for this video because the founder of the company advocates for bullying people into employing them. Normally now, if you want to get hired in the real world, you just tell potential clients what you do and they hire you. But Sweet Baby knows that they add no value, so they have to bully and threaten in order to gain employment. So we are going to watch some of this video and see what this parasite has to say. We're going to see how she manages to latch on to this community through the woke game of filling people with guilt and fear. Sweet Baby, like all wokesters out there, are a bunch of bullies who use societal pressure like a pack of cowards to get what they want. But make sure you're wearing earplugs and eye protection before we go on, because the cringe in this one may be painful.
My eyes, the goggles do nothing.
Alright me hearties, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, where my handle is Dr. Disaster 1. But let's start watching this video featuring Kim Belair, who is currently probably the most disliked person in video gaming right now, and that is saying a lot. She starts by making it clear what she and her cronies in Sweet Baby do.
We do narrative development in games and kind of beyond, and we try to bring a lot of inclusion, diversity, and new ideas kind of to the industry.
Your mama must be damn proud of you.
Seriously, when you think about it, why do these people act like this is an actual job with actual difficulty and value to it? Think about it. How hard is it to say, put a woman in the story? Put a black person in the story. Make sure the women are unattractive. Make sure the men never get a sense of accomplishment. It's pretty damned easy to do that. Considering all the social pressures that are going on at the tops of these companies right now, it's a lot harder to ask the question that a lot of these game developers should have asked a long time ago. Why? But let's go on. This is where it starts to get really interesting. She starts talking about what players want. She often gets pushback from studios, it sounds like, saying that this woke bullshit isn't what people want, and this is how she responds.
And I think that in our industry, and in so many creative industries, if you want to look at film and television and any art form, we start treating our core demographics as a fixed and static value, something that does not want to change and something that is locked in place. So despite like the changing face of audiences, despite the changing face of conferences like this one, we still look at our core demographics and say, okay, they're white, cis, hetero males. And we cater almost exclusively to them.
Duh. Well, obviously these businesses cater to that demographic because dudes are the ones who play video games. They are in the staggering majority. This isn't to say that some gals don't play video games, of course they do, and I'm sure some of them are listening to me right now. But if you own a business that sells a product, then you'd want to cater to what your audience is. Chasing after a new audience is a good way to lose your old one, and that is why the video game industry is struggling so hard right now. That's why there are so many layoffs. But let's let her continue. Naturally, she has to insult the audience.
And the problem is that we don't just cater to them like, here's something that we think you'll enjoy. We cater to them the way that we cater to like a picky baby. We feed them the same thing that we know that they love, and we keep on feeding it. We're like, here you go, you love it, eat this, eat this, eat this, so that then when they get anything else, they react as a picky baby would, which is be like, oh, no, thank you, I do not want this.
No shit, Sherlock.
Look at how she talks here. She is not in this space to make these companies any money. She is in this space to social engineer. Well, newsflash, you propagandist. These people making video games are selling us, the customers, a product. If they change the product into what you want, you specifically, Kim Belair, instead of what we, the customers, want, then naturally we won't buy it. That is not pickiness. Or maybe it is, and pickiness is fine. As a customer, you get to want a specific thing. But it is common damn sense. Imagine that you walk into McDonald's one day because you're hungry for a hamburger, and they tell you they no longer sell burgers. All they sell is candy. So why don't you eat that? And you go, you know what? It's lunchtime, and I'm hungry for actual food. This isn't what I came here for, so I'm gonna go somewhere else. It doesn't make us a baby if we do that. It's a sign that it's a customer who knows what the hell they want.
And we've actually done this so long that what we're doing is creating an entire nation of picky babies, and they make us scared to deviate from what we actually want to do.
You're a moron!
Listen to that crap. They're scared to do what they want to do. Lady, this is a business. Once again, it's a business. If you want to make a video game that's all about your woke, inclusive bullshit, then go ahead with your own money and do it. These companies should be scared to do this woke stuff because their instincts are correct. The customers don't like it, which makes you wonder, why the hell do these studios agree to this crap in the first place? Well, companies like Sweet Baby get their way by bullying people.
If you're a creative working in AAA, which I did for many, many years, put this stuff up to your higher-ups, and if they don't see the value in what you're asking for when you ask for consultants, when you ask for research, go have a coffee with your marketing team and just terrify them with the possibility of what's going to happen if they don't give you what you want.
Are you threatening me?
Because they have to consider, like, I say that out as a joke, but it's actually very, very true, because if you start to consider the people who are player and audience facing and who have to deal with mitigating harm and with keeping the sentiment around their game and their project positive, there's like a genuine value that you can impress upon them with both ethically and financially. You can say this is important. And it's also a valid discussion to have, because if you're working with a very thin narrative budget and you work in AAA, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised or dismayed by the amount of money that marketing can give you.
So what I'm getting here is that bullying is only bad when it's done by someone else. These people are the sort who talk incessantly about being anti-bullies. But when it's a matter of getting what they want, they clearly think bullying is okay, because that's what they're doing here. Make no mistake, these are threats with the weight of progressive politics behind them. Look at the shit-eating grin on her face as she talks about marketing not giving them money if she doesn't get her way. She knows that she has institutional power behind her. Their whole narrative about oppressed minorities is a lie. And this right here is why so many video games suck nowadays.
Oh my gosh. Does that suck?
What's worse, though, is how they try to lie right to our faces. Remember that Sweet Baby Inc. employee, Chris Kindred, who got booted off Twitter the other day? Well, this is what she was saying on Blue Sky the other day after she was kicked off of Twitter, trying to excuse the behavior of the company that she works for. They think we're actively making games worse when studios are the ones making the choices that they balk at. The nature of our work is often at the end and is often just looking at things. As a unit, we have no power toward any of the clients we work with. They're mad at market conditions. They're mad at studio decisions. They're mad at the world changing away from their fascist beliefs. This is just insufferable. They bully these industries into giving them money and changing the way they do business. And then, when Sweet Baby is outed, they say, "Oh no, we didn't do anything. It was the studio's decision." That's practically a mafia tactic. A mob boss has his guys threaten a business owner into paying them money. And then, when the cops ask around about it, the mob says, "I don't know what you're talking about. The business owner chose to pay us of his own volition for protection." And then, when the cops ask the business owner directly about it, he's too scared shitless to say anything. That's what is happening here. If you need further proof as to what these people think about you as a customer, then let me drop this last clip in. Just listen to how she describes the video game customer base.
And we cannot continue to try to create art under a system that is going to bar innovation for fear of a picky baby throwing a tantrum.
But I'll leave it there. What do you guys think about these tactics that Sweet Baby uses in order to get their way? Drop your thoughts in the comment section and we'll chat about it there. Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your captain is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.